y'all? Back at again with another video, the A&C Connection.
I'm Chris.
Alexis.
And in this video today, we have for you guys our first date. And more. Not just the first date. We can give you a little extra with it as well. So, in all the videos, of course, ladies first, because I'm the perfect gentleman. I'm going to let her tell her side.
So you're going to put me on?
Of course.
Okay.
Why not? What other way?
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna let her tell her side. I'll tell my side, of everything leading up to the date. And we'll just talk about how the date went and more. So if you want to know about the and more, watch the whole video.
Watch all of it, y'all.
But before we get into it, don't forget to like,
subscribe,
comment, share, support us, support the brand, the A&C Connection.
Please, y'all.
We building something over here, guys.
We doing something.
We doing something. I don't know what it is yet, but we doing something. You hear me? So
we just want to tell our story.
Without a doubt. So without further ado, I'll let Alexis start and then I'll follow.
Okay. So I guess we can start off with him asking me on a date. He got my number like on a Wednesday and he asked me, do you want to go out Saturday? I was like, yeah, sure, okay, cool. Made arrangements to make sure I had a child care. And we ended up picking a spot called Hickory Tavern. So I was like, okay, set the date. So me being the girl, I felt like I had to get a new outfit from head to toe. So I went, made sure I got a nice shirt, some cute jeans, and some boots. Extremely nervous, y'all. I was so freaking nervous. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just something about him, but I was like super nervous. And so the night came, we met up. We sat down, ordered some food or whatever, and we were talking. And the crazy thing is, we actually clicked. Like, as soon as he got my number, we were like making jokes and just talking on the phone. And like the vibe was just like, it was just great. Like, we could talk about anything. Yeah. Like, we found out we liked the same shows, same music.
I felt like you like Martin. It was over.
It was over when I told him that. And because I know Martin down pat. And we just had a lot in common. And I think the date, we found out we had a lot more in common. And I honestly feel like that brought us closer. Yeah. So, first date, we're talking and both of us nervous. He's probably, I don't know why he was nervous, but I was nervous. So yeah, we had our first date and boom. What you was thinking on our first date?
So what I was thinking, of course, after I asked on that Wednesday, I think it was that Wednesday or Thursday, one of the two after I asked. Well, I think it was that Thursday because we didn't talk that long that Wednesday. So after I asked you on that Thursday, I was like, pretty much the same thing. I'm like, I gotta go get another outfit. I told my brother because around that time I was staying with my brother a lot. So I was like, I gotta go get another outfit. I'm like, bro, she said she wanna go on the first date, so I gotta go hot fresh. I gotta go get another outfit, get some shoes. I gotta get a haircut. I did everything, for the first date. So I think after that Saturday, after me and my brother went to the gym, once we got done, we went shopping, got some stuff, and then me and her were just texting back and forth. And as the time got closer, I got nervous because I'm like, again, what do how's it gonna go? I know how she is on the phone, but
people change.
Yeah,
when you meet up in person.
Exactly. When you meet up in person, I mean, again, she works in the morning, I work at night, so we don't have a chance to just talk to each other like that. And then while she's at work, we text, back and forth. We would text back and forth, but we really couldn't talk on the phone that much and stuff like that. So I was super nervous when it's the first time I'm really gonna get a chance to like chill with her in person and get to know her vibe, get to know how she is. Because she say she like all this stuff, but we're gonna see, is she really this way? And I'm just trying to make sure I play it right. I do everything right. I don't make no mistakes or say nothing crazy, anything like that. So when the time finally came, I think she arrived first. I asked her, I was like, you want me to pick you up or do you want me to meet you there? And the right thing she did, I'll meet you there. So I was like, okay, that's cool. We picked the time. I think it was around 7:30 or somewhere up in there. So when I got there, she was already there sitting at the bar. And I saw her and I stood at the door for a minute to collect myself. I was like, all right. So I go in and then I sit up there at the bar. I tapped her on the back. I think we give each other a hug. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we gave each other a hug and sat down. And then we started talking. She was already eating. So I came in and I started eating. I ordered me something. And we were just talking a little bit.
We were both nervous.
Super nervous. Didn't know what to say to each other, So once, what was it? I think you had asked me, you was like,
why are you single?
Yep, you was like, why are you so?
Because I'm like, you fine. You such a gentleman. You cool. I'm like, why are you single?
Yeah, you were like, why are you single? And that's when I told her, I was like, well, I was in a marriage. I was married for 4 years, but I just previously lost my wife to breast cancer, a battle with breast cancer. And I don't consider it losing her. She just, it was her time. And she was like, how long ago? I was like, it just happened this past July. And she was like, that is so crazy.
It's so crazy, y'all, because I had just lost my child's father in June, like a month before he lost his wife. And at that point, we were both like, wow.
Exactly.
So we were both going through the same thing.
Exactly.
Feeling the same. Both lost someone that we love deeply.
Yep. And
for it to be so close. And then he asked what date. And I was like, June 9th. And he was like, wow, that's my birthday. I'm like, well, get out of here. So that's your birthday? Wow. It's crazy.
It's super crazy because it's like, when you're going through something, you feel like you always feel like you're alone. Mm-hmm. You feel like you're the only person going through that storm. You're
no one understands.
Yeah, no one to understand. And it's like, as soon as she told me that, it just like, it was like everything just opened up. Mm-hmm. It was like, we were not silent at all the rest of the night. We were just talking.
It made us. We got more comfortable with each other.
We got super comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I was like, so this whole time, and I told her, I was like, it's just crazy. It's like this whole time I'm thinking I'm the only person, dealing with depression and dealing with the loss and stuff like that. And I was like, to know that, that you were going through something as well. I was like, it's crazy. So there's nobody but God. And then she was like, she actually knew that she wanted to be with me because right after we had found that out, they brought the food out and I said my grace and I opened my eyes and she just stared at me. I was like,
I've been on a couple of dates and I've never seen a man pray. Ever. Besides, of course, my dad. But on the first date, like he started praying, I said, oh, so this is a praying man. Look at God. I was so surprised. Like he thought I looked at him so crazy because I was just so shocked. A lot of men, majority of some men, they don't.
People, not just men.
Well, yeah, men or people. Well, in my experience, dating wise, I've never seen a man take the time out and actually pray. So that right there was a bonus plus for me.
Yep, and like I said, I just looked. She was looking at me as soon as I opened my eyes, and I was like, "You guys, I got something on my face. You good?" She was like, "You really just said your grace?" I said, "Yeah." I was like, "You never seen?" Of all the dates I've been on, I've never had a man pray before us. I was like, "Oh well, that ain't me. My mom ain't raised me like that. I always have my grace over my food." So, and like I said, we just after. I promise you, after we found out we had both lost somebody, not just, a month apart, but within that same year. And we had both been struggling with, depression and stress and all of that. It opened up everything. We got super comfortable. So after the day, it was really like, at that point, I had found out after the date ended, we both didn't want the date to end. We was like, man, we wanted to keep going, but of course she had to get back to her child. So, you know, once we were leaving out, I was like, so when we going on another date? What you doing Sunday?
And it's crazy because my main thought really before the date, I was really nervous with the little passing of my child's father, and the dating experience was horrible for me. I've dated horrible, and I was really scared to go on this date because I didn't want to get hurt again. I was nervous. I had a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? I'm going to just step out on faith. I'm just go for it, because he actually seems like a pretty good guy. But you know, they always seem like they're a pretty good guy. But then after you start associating with them more, they show their true colors. But he has never shown me any other side of him. Like, he's just off the top sweet and kind, and I was so amazed, especially when we found out we had so much in common. It was just good. It just felt really good to be able to be with someone, go out with someone who's experiencing the same thing you're experiencing. To be able to just open up and just talk about it and just vibe. And the time, like, it was just crazy. Okay, it was just crazy.
Super crazy.
And the fact that he asked to go on another date, we went on another date. Was it like a Sunday?
Yep, it was a Sunday.
Another day, and we went out 3 times. Like, we went out to the movies.
On that Sunday, we went to we planned. It was so, like, as soon as that date was over, she got to the house. I made it back to my brother and sister-in-law's house. And we just immediately got back on the phone, started texting each other. And we were talking about how great of a time we had and planning the next date. And I was like, well, we had never seen Joker. We were both talking about that. In the earlier text messages, I was like, I've never seen Joker. She had never seen it. I said, well, that's what we're going to do on Sunday. So I was like, you book the tickets, and you know, I'll handle everything else from there. So she booked the tickets that night. She was like, all right, we're gonna go at this time. I said, bet. Say less. So once we got that situated, we got the date and everything scheduled. We went and saw Joker, and we went kind of early this time. I think we went and saw Joker around like 5 o'clock. And this time she actually let me pick her up. So that's how I knew she felt super comfortable with me, because first time she let me pick her up, this time she let me scoop her up. So I had to go ahead and beam up the whip real quick, make sure it smelled good, and I picked her up and we went to the movies, and I think we went around like 5, 6 o'clock. We got out early. So I was like,
what's next?
So
we went to Osaka, because I've never been to Osaka. So it's okay.
And then I found out she ain't even like it. But it's all good. I ain't holding it because it wasn't as good.
It wasn't.
So
I had to say that.
It's like you can tell somebody, like, because she was just picking over the food. I was like,
and I love to eat, but it's just, I don't know.
It wasn't that good though. It wasn't as good as before. But the only reason why I took it was because she always talked about how she would eat at this other Japanese place that was close to her job. So I wanted to take her to this Japanese place, but it wasn't as good. But it was all cool because it didn't ruin the night, because after that
we went to Rec Room.
She was like, "What you got planned? You gotta go to the crib." I was like, "Nah, ain't got nothing to do." She was like, "Have you been in this place called Rec Room?" I was like, "Nope, what is it?" She was like, "It's an adult gaming area." I said, "Well, let's go, because I don't have anything to do." And we went, and that's when we really found out like how goofy we both were, and they're playing games and just having fun. I mean, when I tell you, it was
fun, and it was well needed,
positive weekend. It was nothing but positive vibes. There was no negativity. You know, we actually went in and sat down and talked. She was like, you know, so what are you about? And I was like, I mean, I'm about a relationship. I was just in a marriage. You know, I did all that I could. You know, I'm not that. She told me about the past guy she's with. And I mean, I told her, I've always been upfront and honest with her. You know, I know I can sell you a million dreams and tell you I'm not this person, I'm not that, but I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm not a cheater, I'm not none of that. If I'm for you, I'm for you. That's the way I was raised. That's the way my mother and my father raised me to be, you know. And, you know, we just sat after we played games for probably about an hour and a half. We literally just sat and talked, sat at the couch and talked until they closed. We sat there until about like 11:30. And I mean, like I said, it was just a positive weekend, positive night. And like, I mean, just to piggyback on what she said earlier about, you know, being in a dating scene. I hadn't been in a dating scene in forever after being married for so long. And I remember after I lost my wife, me and my brother, you know, he kind of just he always made sure I was straight. But he really like took me under his wing at that point just to keep my head on straight and, you know, keep me from having negative thoughts and stuff like that. And he was like, we would just talk a lot after we would go to the gym. We would talk, and I'd just be like, man, I don't think I'm ever dating again because, you know, just looking at the you know, the way of the world now, man, how social media is portrayed and how everybody's business is out there and how everybody does everything solely for social media. You know, I was like, you know, I don't know if I'll ever date again. You know, you don't know what you're getting into. I don't have time to be played. I don't have time to be played with because I'm not that person. I don't play anybody. I'm 100% honest, and I don't want to be treated wrong, you know. So once we started talking, we realized like how we both are, how serious we
want the same thing.
How we want the same thing.
With having a child.
Yes.
And, you know, with him losing his father, and he was still my best friend. We didn't end on good terms, but I think that's another reason why I was afraid to jump into something new, because I loved him deeply. But I also, you know, I just wanted a nice figure for my child, just someone, you know, someone nice person to look up to. Because some guys, they don't really include your child. They're more so just all about you, but not, you know, they don't include your child. But when he first met my baby gave him a hug. My baby don't do that. Like, he's never done that. And so when he just ran up and gave him a hug after he said hey to him. And that made my heart smile, you know, because it's hard to find that. It's really hard dating with having a child. And then having someone in your corner that wants the same thing, wants to start a family and doesn't mind, you know, being a stepfather. Yeah. And I really like that we both had the same mindset. Like, we may have went through a tragic experience, but we still want more. We still want to get married again. We still want to be happy. Because I always feel like we deserve it. And I honestly feel like God brought us together for a reason. And it's just so crazy how he made it all work and how it all happened. Because I know when we were talking, I was telling him about counseling and telling him how much he should go because it really worked. And I just really feel like we're together to heal each other, to help each other get past the pain. And we've just been happy, you know, just been doing our thing, I guess. Just vibing,
positive vibes. I mean, we just... You know, we've been growing with each other, growing, you know, mentally with each other, growing spiritually with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's just been a constant learning process. When you learn, you know, each other, you learn each other's ways, and you know, just the fun that we have. Like we're both
extremely goofy.
Like we'll sit here and laugh
all
day without a doubt. Like it's just crazy. And that's how I knew, like, I mean, like I said, just earlier in the text messages, we would text each other and she would have me laughing almost more than I have her laughing. I was like, yeah, this is definitely perfect, because I've never ever had that. So, you know, it was super cool, you know, and definitely meeting, you know, little man. I mean, when he gave me that hug, I looked at her, I was like, because it was just cool, man. I mean, just the fact that, you know, he came up and he was just so natural. He gave me the hug. It was just crazy to know that, you know, I was able to have an early effect on him. I ain't gonna say an effect, but just have, I'd say like his appreciation that early, you know, after just meeting me, you know, that one time. It was amazing. It was a good feeling and all. But
so yep. So we just wanted to spread that information on how we met and first date. Just wanted to let you all know, because I'm sure you were wondering, you know, inquiring minds wanted to know how we met and how everything went down and played out. So that's how it went. Also, I really wanted to shine light on grief, since that's also how we connected as well. Just wanted to let you all know that it's okay to get counseling, because sometimes you won't have that person, or it's hard to talk to family or friends about what you're going through because they may not understand. And I've been there, so I know how it was. It does make you feel lonely. So it's okay to speak to a counselor, and it really helps. It helped us a lot. I was glad that I was able to encourage him to go.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's good. It's no time limit on grief. That's one thing that my counselor did tell me, because I always feel like it needs to go ahead in, or, you know, I just feel like maybe I shouldn't be grieving this long, or stuff like that. Just a lot of thoughts in my mind, but there's no time limit, and I just thank God that I have someone that's understanding, and if I have a moment and he wouldn't look at me crazy, he'll understand, and we can just talk about how we feel. And so, y'all, thank y'all for watching it. I know the video probably is longer than expected.
Definitely longer.
But we just got in a vibe, and we just kept talking, and we just wanted to just, you know, let you all know.
Natural.
Yeah.
It felt super natural. So, like I said, in the beginning, it was going to be a much longer video than normal, but we want you guys to watch it from beginning to end. So, from beginning to ending. So, if you're still here, we greatly appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
Like I said, man, just continue to support us. Continue to support the brand. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Let us know what you guys want to see in future videos, what you want to see in the next video. We have some ideas. We want to hear you guys' ideas. So just please continue to pour love and pour support and care into us, into all of us. All right. And you know, we're just gonna keep rocking, keep going strong. Okay. So y'all stay tuned for the next one.
Peace.